What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you my KDP income report for the month of June. So, welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my income report for the month of June. Now, this is also part of a playlist, and if you'd like to see the rest of those videos, you can click right there in the right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's take a look at my whole account for my royalties for publishing my low content books. Now, if you didn't know, this software is called Get Book Report, and this is just one of my favourite softwares for collecting all of the data. Now, right here we can see I have been creating low content books since 2018, so it's been quite some time now. We can see I've had some ups, I've had some downs. Overall, I've done fairly well. Now, over the whole account since 2018, I've published 4,072 books, equating in $128,000 in royalties. And if we scroll down to round about here, that $128,000 in royalties earned is because I've sold 64,956 books since 2018. So my low content book publishing business has been doing pretty well. So let's go over. I have a new tab open just here for the month of June. So in the month of June, we can see that I sold or earned $3,000 in royalties. If we take a look at my books just here and my sales, we can see that my best day for June was just here, where I made $149, and my lowest day was here and here, which was $56.55. Now, if we change this to units sold, we can see how many books that actually was. Right here, that was around 72 books in one day sold, and my lowest was around about 28 and 27. Now let's just change this back to earnings and scroll through the page. We can see that for the month of June, 4 to 5 or maybe even 6 books made the majority of the sales, and if we scroll down even more to round about here, we can see that 90% of my sales came from Amazon.com. That's the main marketplace that I target for my low content books. Main reason being Amazon.com is the biggest market out there. If I remember correctly, they get something ridiculous like 4 billion views or visits each and every month. So that's always the main marketplace that I target and do my research on when it comes to creating and selling my low content books. If we take a look here, I sold 5.6% here in the UK, 2.8% in Canada, and then just a little bit in other marketplaces. And if we just switch this around, we can see that equates to $2,700 in royalties from .com, $167 in royalties from here in the UK, and $83 in royalties from Canada. Now right here we can see those $3,000 in royalties earned was because I sold 1,474 units. Now, this $3,000 earned in royalties is not all profit because I was running a few ads. So nearer the end of the video, we are going to be deducting my ad spend from my royalties. Now, let's have a look at my best-selling books for the month of June. The top one, I actually sold 242 units, making $491 in royalties. My second bestseller, I sold 209 units, making $426. Now these two, this is all organic sales. I can't run ads on these two books because I do have profanity on the front cover, and when you have profanity or any type of swear words on the covers of your books, you can't actually advertise them through Amazon advertising. That's just one of the rules that they have. Now right here I sold 186 units of this book, making $375. That's my third bestseller for the month. My fourth bestseller for the month, I sold $141, making $285 in royalties. So these two right here, I was actually running ads on, so that's not all profit. Then my fifth bestseller, I sold 106 units, making $270. And then, is that my sixth? I believe it is. My sixth bestseller, I sold 124 units, making $250. Then the rest of the sales, if we slowly scroll down, we can see how many I was selling. I sold 97 of that one, 28, 30, 26, 21, 16, and then it slowly decreases. So I sold 24 of that one, 13, 8, 17, 5, and if we keep scrolling down, we can see quite a few of the books just sold a few copies here and there, as we can see like so. Now let's go back up to the top to roundabout here, because now we're just going to go over to my advertising account and deduct my ad spend. So first of all, let's pull up a calculator and type in 3,014 and 10 cents. Now let's go over to my advertising account. Let's take a quick look at my lifetime for the whole account. We can see that altogether I've sold, no I haven't sold, I've spent round about $21,000. Now that didn't happen overnight. We advertising some of my books since 2019, so I've spent $21,000 since 2019. We can see sometimes I spend more, sometimes I spend less. Like the month that we're in right now, we're in July, and I'm actually not currently running any ads. But if we take a look here, that $21,000 in ad spend equated to around $77,000 in sales. This isn't royalties, that's actually sales of the whole book. My ACOS is around 28.26%, and through my advertising, I've sold 8,878 orders. So out of those 60,000 plus books which I've sold through lifetime, only 8,878 of them have come from advertising. Now if we take a quick look at the metrics, we can see the ad spend just there. We can see that I've had over 14 million impressions, which is pretty crazy. I've come close to 95,000 clicks. On average, it's costing me around 23 cents per click as well, and that click-through rate isn't even that great. Now, let's get rid of that and pull up last month's advertising. So let's go to here, let's go to last month. There we go. So for the month of June, we can see that I spent $330, making $1,188 in sales. Remember, that's sales, that's not royalties. And my ACOS was 27.78%, which is fairly good. And I had 134 orders come from my advertising. Now if we take a look at the metrics again, that means I had 73,000 impressions, 1,157 clicks, cost per click a little bit higher at 29 cents, but look at that click-through rate for the month of June, 1.58%, which is pretty good. So let's pull up that calculator again, and now let's deduct this ad spend. So that's $3,014.10 minus 330.14 equals, let's go back over to here, equals $2,683.96. So for the month of June, it was a fairly good month. Now, if we go back over to here, there's something that I want to talk about really quick. Now, with Amazon KDP, I've said this multiple times before, and it's the case for having any type of online business, your income isn't going to be the same every single month. So if we look here, I have some really good months. That was December 2019, and then I have some lower months. Now, I speak of this because This month, now that we're in July, I believe we're on the 11th of July, but this month is going to be a really slow month. So June was pretty good, making $3,000 plus in royalties, where I made $2,683 in profit. But if we take a look here, we're almost halfway through the month and I've only made $573. Now, I want to speak of this because, again, with any type of online business, your income isn't going to be the same every month. You have ups and downs, and that happens all of the time. The main thing you want to realise is that you don't have to worry about this. So this month in July is going to be a low month compared to other months, but then in August it might jump up and be a really good month. So don't let it phase you if you get slow sales, because it's just part of having any type of online business. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.